Hey Facebook friends, we are on day 5 in solitude. Today is my 5th day of making a video on how to balance our energy centers during this chaos. A lot of us are staying home right now. A lot of us are collecting unemployment. A lot of us are very stressed out, not knowing what's going on. So I told everybody that I'm going to make a video every day for the next 7 days. I started on Monday on each energy center so we could stay balanced, stay focused, and stay centered during all this chaos. So today is day 5, which means we are on our 5th energy center, which is our throat, or our ability to speak our truth kindly with love and respect. Here are some signs or red flags that maybe your throat chakra or your energy center is imbalanced. So number 1 is excessive talking. Sometimes we talk too much. Some people think that, being extroverted or speaking a lot is actually a balance. If you talk too much, if you're constantly talking over people, if all you want to do is talk, and not allow other people to speak, that's actually a throat chakra imbalance. And also not talking at all, being very shy, being very timid, being scared or fearful to speak your truth because you're scared of awkwardness or you're fearful of what somebody might think. That is also an imbalance of our throat energy, and also the ability to not be able to be real. We live in a society where a lot of people always talk about being 100, being real. Some people can't be real, and that's a very common imbalance in our throat chakra. And when I say not be real, it also means to not be upfront and be open about your true intentions, which is I realize I get a lot of people in my inbox who inbox me for they tell me it's one reason, but it's really I know it's something else. I am a medium. I do see energy. Can you be real about your intentions? Can you be honest about why you are doing what you're doing, why you're saying what you're saying, or why you contact somebody, or why you do what you do? Can you really be 100 about it and not worry about how people feel? Can you speak your truth? If you cannot do this, if it's hard for you to speak your truth and hard for you to be open about your intentions, that is a throat chakra imbalance. Also being very manipulative, which means you're going to tell somebody one thing to try to convince them to do something when it's really a hidden agenda. Really, you're trying to get them to do something else for whatever need or want that you want for yourself. That is also being manipulative, is a throat chakra imbalance as well. Here are some physical signs you're imbalanced in your throat energy is constantly having a cough. If you have a lot of throat issues, you're always coughing, you always have soreness, or you always have a sore throat, or you feel like you're always having some kind of sickness that has to do with this area. So our emotions and our non-physical energy actually creates physical illnesses and physical sicknesses, why it's called dis-ease. So whatever emotional dis-ease you have will manifest into a physical dis-ease. So if you catch yourself having a lot of neck pains within this area right here, in the back and in the front, or a lot of throat issues, it means you're holding too much energy in this area and you're not releasing it in a healthy way. Also, our throat energy is also connected to our ears. So the inability to hear when someone's speaking or to be able to pay attention when somebody's speaking to you. I have a short attention span. If somebody talks to me and they're talking like this for about 15 minutes and I can't be involved in a conversation, I tend to kind of tune out myself. So it's good when we speak to people to allow people to respond to you and not to just talk, and also to be able to be aware if we're tuning out. I know a lot of us do this in schools or classes or TV. We tend to kind of tune out and go somewhere else. That's also a throat chakra imbalance because it's within this area. So our ears are connected through our throat as well. I'm sure you notice certain things like your throat gets scratchy and you start wanting to itch your throat and makes your ears scratchy a little bit. That's because that's that same energy center that we carry within ourselves. So anything that has to do with ears, if you have a lot of ear issues, ear infections, it also has to do with you not speaking your truth as much as you should be speaking. Another sign is being rude. A lot of people use this excuse that, I don't have a filter. Do you not have a filter, or are you just rude? Can we speak our truth and be real with people and know what should be said and what shouldn't be said? What is our business to say something? What is not our business to say something? This is a throat chakra imbalance, is to be rude, to be bossy, and to be demanding, to feel like we want to, because that's also a way to try to put other people under our thumb in a sense of control. And we are using our voice to control other people, which is an in balance. We should not be trying to control anybody, because it also falls in the category of manipulation. We tend to manipulate people with our voice. As long as we raise their voice, or as long as we come off very dominating, we tend to use our loud voice. We tend to yell at people when we want something out of them, which is also a technique of manipulation. So if we're yelling at people, if we're cussing people out, if we're trying to demand people or be bossy, it is actually a throat chakra imbalance. Putting ourselves down. I notice a lot of people say, oh, I don't like my body, or I'm ugly, or I'm too old, or I don't like my hair, or I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I'm too stupid to do that, or I can't speak on that. Why would I speak on that? Or I can't do that. I wish I could do that, but I can't. This is down talking ourselves. And what we speak our life into reality through our voice. So our throat chakra is actually our first non-physical spiritual chakra. I'm sure you've heard of our third eye. A lot of people talk about our third eye and talk about our crown chakra. So the last of our physical chakras and the beginning of our spiritual, the beginning is actually not our third eye, is actually our throat. Because what we say is what we create within our life. When we tell ourselves that we're ugly, if we tell ourselves that we're stupid, then that is what we will be. So we need to stop doing that. And it also has to do with people we love. If you're telling people and putting people down and telling them that they're stupid and they're this, especially people in our family or friends, any situation that we love, why do we speak down on our children? Why do we speak down on our spouses? If we want our spouse to be successful and happy, do not put your spouse down. Don't call your spouse stupid. Don't tell your spouse that they're good for nothing. Don't speak to your kids this way. Don't tell your kids they ain't shit and they're not that, because all you're doing is you're convincing them this, and then what you're doing is you're manifesting this into their reality as well. So you have to be really careful what comes out of our mouth. We have a lot of power from what we speak, because the energy or the element of our throat is actually ether. Ether is what connects everything. Everything is connected through the great divine web, and this is where it all begins. What we speak and what we say, we create, and not only within our life, but we create in other people's realities. So if you tell somebody they're this and that, if you tell somebody they're beautiful on a regular basis, you're beautiful, they will believe they're beautiful. If you tell them they're ugly and they're fat, or they're too skinny, or their nails are ugly, they will believe that, even if they didn't believe it before you came around. So be careful what we speak, be careful what you say, because you have a lot of power, not only to other people, but within your own life. And that person, whoever they speak their reality to, whatever you say to somebody, they could say to somebody else, and go, and it goes on and on and on and on. So we have to be careful what we say. It isn't just about us. It's about the people we connect to, and it's about the people they connect to and who they connect to, and so on. It goes on and on and on and on. So we got to be really careful what we say about ourselves. Be really careful about what we say to other people. And I know it's really hard, especially when we're really angry. Sometimes we tend to say really hurtful words. If you ever get to that place, the best thing to do is to walk away. If you can't say anything nice, don't say it at all. I know it's really, really hard. I know I have a funky temper myself, but the best thing to do, if you cannot be nice, simply walk away, and then return back when you know you can speak in a more calmly, professional manner. So here are some things you could do to help balance your throat chakra. So it's the element ether, and also associated with the color blue, specifically light blue. If you notice, I'm wearing a little blue today, and blue necklace, and I got a little blue here, blue bracelet, a little blue in my shirt. More like light blue, like the color of the sky, will actually help you feel more open to speak openly. So if you even think about certain rooms within your home, if you have a certain area and traffic area where a lot of people are gathering to speak, decorating that area in the room with light blue would actually help people be more open and speak more openly within that area. Also, here's some foods to eat. Anything that's blue or blue kind of tone, like plums, blueberries, blackberries. Certain things that will help clear your throat or coat your throat. So like licorice root is known to comfort and comfort our throat, like honey is as well. And eucalyptus. A lot of our cough products or our cold products is actually made of eucalyptus, because it's created to clear this energy center right here within our body. So if you feel like you're really stopped up or closed off, or it's hard for you to speak clearly or loudly, using eucalyptus around your area, around your neck area where you can smell it, will actually help you release whatever energy blockage that you have in this area right here. So I'm going to teach you some chants and some breathing techniques to help you release this energy within this area. So I'm going to do a guided meditation, but before I get started, I'm going to show you first what we're going to do during the guided meditation, because I'm going to turn the camera around. So you're going to be facing something else as I'm speaking these affirmations to you. But before I get started, I have to show you what we're going to do. So when I say lion's breath, you know what I'm saying. So this is going to look really weird. It's going to feel kind of funny, but go ahead and do it. Go somewhere where you could be alone. So this is called the lion's breath. I'm going to show you in 1 second what it is. What it is, it's a cooling breathing technique, and it releases all negative energy out of you through your throat chakra. It releases anxiety, anger. If you're sitting in traffic and you have a lot of pent-up energy right here, this breathing technique will actually help you release this pent-up energy in this area. If you feel like you want to scream or you feel like you want to yell, this is a good exercise. Instead of screaming and yelling, this is actually a good exercise to use to take place of yelling. So this is what you're going to do, and it's going to look weird, okay? So this is what you're going to do is you're going to open your mouth really wide, and you're going to open your eyes as wide as you can. And you're actually going to open your hands as wide as you can. Both of them. I have my other hand. I'm holding the phone. But you're going to open your hands as wide as you can. And you're going to sit up really high. And you're going to kind of open your throat chakra area. And you're going to... I'm sure you've seen Polynesian men do this in the warrior dance. They go... This is exactly what you're going to do. Like you're a warrior Polynesian fighter. Before war, this is what they used to do. That's what you're going to do. So you're going to take a deep breath in as much as you can, and you're going to release it out. You're going to spread your whole face, and you're going to look crazy, and open your mouth as wide as you can, open your eyes as wide as you can, and open your hands as wide as you can. You're going to release all negative energy, and you're going to cool your throat, and you cool your brain, and cool your body down, just like this. I know it sounds crazy. I know it looks crazy. This is a Polynesian breathing technique, and also it's associated with Hinduism and other ancient breathing techniques and practices. So when I say lion's breath, when I start doing the guided meditation, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go... And when you do it, you're going to realize how much energy it has released out of you. This is a great technique to do if you're sitting in traffic and you're frustrated and you're angry. Maybe you're angry at your children and you want to scream, but you're like, dang, what do I do? How do I get this energy out? Instead of going out and screaming out in the neighborhood or screaming in the house and interrupting people and being toxic, we don't want to be toxic. This is what you're going to do to release this energy out, to help you not behave in a way that we have been conditioned to behave, which is yelling and being toxic and arguing. We're going to do it this way. We're going to breathe in and breathe out and release that energy out. Okay, so when I do the guided meditation, when I say lion's breath, this is what you're going to do, okay? I'm going to speak affirmations during this meditation, and I want you to adopt these affirmations as if they are your own. What I want you to do is you're going to feel the emotion with the affirmation, because not only with our throat, when we say it out loud, usually when I do a guided meditation, I give you a choice if you should say it out loud or if you should say it within your mind. But since we're doing our throat chakra, I want you to speak these affirmations out loud. And the louder it is and the more emotion you put into it, the more real your brain processes it as reality. So we want to make these affirmations as real as our subconscious brain wants to. So our subconscious brain files information and makes it real, not our conscious brain. And for our subconscious brain to be able to file this information as real information or as new useful information, you want to put emotion behind it. So for example, when I say, I speak my truth, I want you to repeat after me, and you're going to say it with power and dignity. See, I speak my truth, and say it like you really mean it. And you're going to put emotion behind these affirmations. The more emotion that you put behind, the more real it becomes. Okay, so I'm going to switch my camera around and I give you something to focus on, like I do with all my other videos, because I'm going to read from a script and I do not have it memorized. I just wrote it. I'm going to face my camera somewhere else, and you're going to go ahead and just pick something you want to focus on in the camera if you do not want to close your eyes. So you could either close your eyes, or you could focus on something that I have in the camera. because a lot of people don't like to close their eyes. Their eyes get a little fluttery if they're not tired enough. So if your eyes are fluttery, if you've got fluttery eyes, go ahead and just pick one thing, most likely the bowl because it's radiating the most light right now. Pick something probably like where this glare is at, something to focus on, something to help you zone out and kind of go into a meditative state. So go ahead and go somewhere comfortable. I'm going to give you guys some time to go ahead and go into the room, maybe go into the car, wherever you need to go. Tell your spouse, tell your children that you need some time alone. It's going to take less than 10 minutes. It's not going to take a whole lot of time. A lot of people are at home right now, so there's no excuse for you to not have at least 10 minutes to yourself. Light a candle. Sage your room. I'm going to give you 1 minute to get comfortable. And when you are ready, please sit crisscross applesauce. Or if you have sensitive knees, go ahead and sit up straight on the edge of a bed, sit in a chair, or sit on the couch. But if you sit on the couch, please do not lean back. We want to make sure your third eye and your heart chakra is aligned in a straight line. So sit up really straight in a dignified position, because we want to feel proud when we sit down in this position, when we speak these affirmations. So you also want to radiate this energy with your body as well. So please sit up really straight, no slouching. And I actually want you to slightly hold your head up, just slightly, so you're kind of totally looking upwards. This way your throat chakra is shining. You want your throat chakra to be open and out and shining in front of you. Shine your throat chakra to the universe. Shine it to the world. Shine it to everything. I want you to just go ahead and relax your hands either on your lap or to your side. And you're just going to focus on your breathing just for a moment. Go ahead and when you're ready, close your eyes. Or find something on the screen to focus on. Pick one spot and stick to it. You're just going to focus your attention on your breathing. Maybe you could even say to yourself, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Give yourself permission to just be with the moment. If you notice any thoughts floating in your awareness, you're simply going to notice them and you're going to push them away. Give yourself this time to just be with the moment, and tell yourself if you have any worries, you could just worry about them later. They'll be waiting for you after the meditation. Just focus on your breathing. Notice the air touching your skin. Notice the planet supporting your weight below you. Notice how it feels when the oxygen goes in your nose and in your throat and back out again. Without controlling your breathing, I want you to notice the wave of right when your air within your throat goes in and goes out. That exact wave in between in and out. I want you to notice it. Without controlling it, just notice it. Breathing is our life force energy. Notice all the oxygen within your body that is connected to everything else that is in existence. All the oxygen touching you is touching everything else. Can you imagine that? And we're going to do 3 lion's breath. We're going to open our eyes really wide. Open your hands really wide. You're going to breathe in as far as you can. You're going to breathe in blue light. And you're going to breathe out all that doesn't serve you. Lion's breath. 2 more times, but this time when you breathe out, you're going to breathe out with a sigh. Because you're going to breathe out all that doesn't serve you. And you're going to breathe yourself into relaxation. So breathe in and out. One more time to yourself. Breathe in and breathe out a sigh. Go ahead and relax your hand and close your eyes or focus on the screen once again. Return your breathing back to normal. Notice how much cooler your body feels now, how much colder your throat feels now. Maybe you feel like there's more oxygen in your brain. Just notice the energy shift within yourself since you did the breathing. Now we're going to do 3 chants. And it's kind of like humming, but with an A. We're going to chant hum 3 times. First, you're going to take just one breath in and one breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. This time we're going to breathe in and you're going to breathe out hum. With this vibration, it will help soothe your throat and will help you speak your truth. So breathe in and out. Again, breathe in and out. One more time to yourself. Return your breathing back to normal. Sit with the vibrations within your body, the vibrations of hum. Have you noticed any shifts within yourself? I'm going to speak affirmations, and when I say these affirmations, I want you to speak these affirmations out loud. Make these affirmations your own. I speak my truth. I speak my truth. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I am upfront about my intentions. I am upfront about my intentions. When I give advice, I let go of what others do with that advice. When I give advice, I let go of what others do with that advice. Because I know the power of my words, I only speak positively about myself. Because I know the power of my words, I only speak positively about myself. I speak my life into existence. I speak my life into existence. I listen when others are speaking. I listen when others are speaking. I seek to understand. I seek to understand. I express myself calmly without being overbearing. I express myself calmly without being overbearing. I speak my peace confidently and with ease. I speak my peace confidently and with ease. With the following affirmation, I want you to speak this affirmation 10 times to yourself. The affirmation is, I speak confidently. 10 times to yourself. I speak confidently. Return your focus back to your breathing. Notice the air going in and out of your throat. Notice how cool it is. Notice how easy it is for your body to breathe without you telling it to. We're going to chant one more time, hum 3 times. With each breath in and out. Hum. Take a deep breath in and out. Hum. 2 more times to yourself. Return your focus back to your breathing. Feel how fresh it feels just to breathe the clean oxygen going in and out of your throat. Breathe in fresh and breathe in all that doesn't serve you. Return your breathing back to normal. Now 3 more times we're going to do the lion's breath like I showed you earlier. Open your eyes and open your mouth really wide. And breathe out with a sigh. You're going to breathe in and out, lion's breath. Again, in, lion's breath. One more time to yourself. Go ahead and shake your hands. Breathe in blue light. And breathe it out that doesn't serve you. Breathe in truth. And breathe out shyness. Go ahead and return your breathing back to normal. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, shake your body. Pat yourself, feel all the energy rushing through your body from the lion's breath and the hum chanting. Return back, know that you get to have this feeling of freshness with you anytime you want. Whenever you're stressed, do the lion's breath. Other things you could do to help open your throat chakra is write. Get all your emotions and feelings and thoughts and creativity on paper and write it down. Poetry, songs. Speaking of songs, singing out loud helps you open up your throat chakra. Sing really loud in the shower, in your car. Sing like nobody's listening. Also, another thing you could do to help you is speak on something that you've been holding back for a while. Maybe there's something you've been wanting to say to somebody that you've been wanting to share. Today is a good time to do that. No better day than today. Speak on your truth. Say what you mean and mean what you say. The more we hold on to resentment and pain and things that we want to share and we don't share, it's turned into sickness within our body. It's not good for us. So release it. Be truthful. Be real. Be honest. Let go of this energy. Let go of this pent-up energy by speaking your truth. Also, for those of you who are conscious, if you're wondering which deity or which guides to speak to at this time in regards to your throat chakra or your speaking energy, two good deities or guides to speak to is Oya or Tahuti, or in other words, also known as Thoth. Again, that is Oya. Oya will help you speak your truth. She actually will help you be not only very real, but also be very assertive. She's definitely a good deity to speak to for people who are shy and scared to speak their truth. If you're already pretty loudmouth, probably not the person you want to speak to, probably not the being you want to speak to. Oya is great for people who are very shy and hard for them to speak and be open. Speak to Oya if you're shy. Tahuti, or in other words, Thoth, he will actually help you speak your wisdom, not just your truth, but help you speak wisely. He will help you speak in a way to where you sound, or because in a way to where you're really saying things from a very high knowledgeable point of view. Help you speak not from your emotions, but from a higher sense of self. That is Tahuti. A lot of people know him also as Thoth. So again, for your throat chakra or your speaking energy center, speak to Oya or speak to Tahuti, aka Thoth. I hope everybody has a very outspoken day today. Tomorrow we will be focused on our third eye. That is where our intuition is at, or that's where intuition lies at. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful outspoken day. Namaste, peace, and war.